You are enjoying desire within you. Desire feels good to you. Even that which hasn't manifested. You've been listening to us for a while. You know we always poke you with that stick. You like being the creator of your own reality. You see law of attraction as your friend. Very consistent friend. Reflecting back to you exactly what you've got going on. It's all right when you know you have control of that, yes? Control of your vibration. Do you have control of it? Do you have control of your reaction to the stuff? Well, we know it is your quest. And we know how wonderful it feels to you when you are exercising vibrational control. And sometimes it's easier than others. When things are going just the way you like them, observing the perfection of a moment makes it really easy to line up with all of the things that you want and all of the things that you really are. But sometimes when things are not in this moment fleshed out in the way you want them to be, not manifested yet in the way you want them to be, the big question is, are you able to be eager in your anticipation of that? And even better, could the idea of it fulfill you? No, Abraham, no. Please don't ask us to just use the power of our mind to be happy. We need stuff. Lovers and money and fast cars. We need all of that. And we acknowledge that lovely manifestations do perpetuate a vibration that brings more. So if you have wonderful things that you can observe, and you are using those wonderful things that you are observing as the basis of your vibrational offering, then you'll offer more. Your point of attraction will be affected by the wonderful things you are seeing and the wonderful ways you are feeling, and you can just keep that going. And if you could only control those around you, then you would all be living happily ever after. Life's good, you see it, you offer a vibration about it. The law of attraction matches you up with more like it, and you say, see how easy this is. And in fact, that works so well, because when things are beautiful around you, and you are feeling good, that is in fact what makes you and others attempt your futile effort at controlling others. You start with your children when they're little. Be good. That's tricky, isn't it? What does good mean? As little ones, you find out pretty soon that means be good means do what they want. Has very little to do with what you want, because often when you do what you're inspired to do, you're classified in the bad category. Stay off the roof, they say. But it was so fun to be on the roof. That barn came almost down to the ground in the back, and you could get on it and climb all the way up to the top. You could see all around town. You were so high. And then someone saw you, ratted you out, told your mother. Esther was grounded for 2 weeks. Didn't make sense. She knew what she was doing. She was sure-footed. She didn't want to fall off the barn. She had no intention of falling off the barn. She would have never fallen off the barn. It was far down there. She stayed back. She knew better. It was bad to be on the barn. How can it be bad to be up on the barn? It felt so good to be up on the barn. So after a while, you have enough experiences where you are sort of trained to be confused. When things feel really good, they're considered really bad. Sex. Stay away from that. Rich people, decadent. So as you move through your physical life experience, many of you have sort of lost your footing about even what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. And we want to help you to understand that you've all come forth into this very broad palette to choose from. And you've come for the express intention of joyous choosing. With all this to choose from, all of this to choose from, and all you have to do in order to choose it is give your attention to it. But because of your confusion about what's right and wrong and good and bad and what they want and what you want and wanting to please them, so often you become, we want to be very kind here, sort of psychotic choosers, sort of maniacs in your choices, sort of all over the place, weighing the pros and the cons and the pluses and the minuses and the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, and talking about not only the things you want, but the things you don't want, not only the things you like, but the things you don't like, not only the things that you consider to be good, but the things that you consider to be bad, all along not realizing that you're practicing vibrations, and in practicing vibrations through your thought, through your focus, through your attention to them, that you are offering a vibration that is a very mixed bag, and law of attraction is responding to all of it. So then sometimes your life doesn't go as smoothly as you'd like. It's not as fulfilling as you would like. It's not as satisfying as you would like. The things you want come so slow, and the things you don't want come so quick, it seems. And so we are just wanting to help you to sort this out, to understand why it is you're getting what you're getting, so that you can make some changes if you want to in what you're attracting. What are the dominant components of your life? Because as you get hold of this understanding of this powerful law of attraction, you will come to know that the components of your life are made up by the focused elements of your life. And the things that you give the most attention to, the most airtime to, the most thought time, the most think time, the most talk time, those things that are most active in your vibration are the things that are coming around you most. And we want to say to you, you are doing extremely well. Look at the magnificent balance of your life experience. You are doing really, really well. But you could be doing so much better for yourselves. And we don't come here with any ideas or attitudes about what you should be doing differently. This gathering is not about that at all. We just know that through your life experience that you came into this body from source energy, and that source energy part of you is still active and alive and vibrating and pulsing within you. And we know that as you got here in your physical body, and as you are remaining here in your physical body, and as you are exploring the variety that is around you in your physical body, in knowing what you don't like and knowing what you like, in knowing what you don't want and knowing what you want, in having problems that have solutions and questions that have answers, you are offering vibrations that are causing rockets of desires and, hear this, expansion of your beingness. You just can't move through a moment in time, not a day, not an hour, not a minute, that you're not exploring and launching rockets that are causing an expansion of your beingness. But most of our physical friends are not aware of that expanded beingness part, because they're taking score only of the manifested part, and that's the part they're talking about all the time, and that's past tense. That's old news. Once it's manifested, it's done. Who you really are and the life that you are living and the being that you are is that being who's moving from where you are into the next, into the next, into the next. Everything really is forward for you. Everything is forward for you. Now that doesn't mean that you can't contemplate the past and affect what's forward for you. But your power is in your now. And the power that you possess in your now is the power to align with your expanded beingness. The power to focus forward into that which you have already become vibrationally. Because we have to tell you, the fun part of physical life is to shoot off those rockets and then line up in the direction of them. And the manifestation of the things that you want, that's not what you came for, although you will get plenty of that. But we want to convince you that your joy is in the becoming. Your joy is in the journey, not in the destination. And it's nice to know that there is destination after destination after destination after destination after destination, and that's what makes journey, 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 journey the eternal experience that you are about, you see. We are eternal beings. It is our desire that by the end of this day, you will feel not only allowing of the contrast, but enthusiastic about it. Not just tolerating it because you can't do anything about it, because you can't do anything about it, but eager about it, remembering how you felt about the contrast and variety of this time-space reality before you made the decision to come. In fact, because of the contrast, you made the decision to come. Because you are a creator. You are an eternal creator. And so you knew from that non-physical vantage point that nothing could be more conducive to a joyful existence than to be on the leading edge of creation. And you knew that nothing could be more conducive to a leading edge, expanding environment than variety from which to choose. Variety in which you can focus your personal preferences. Oh, those are such good words. Your personal preferences. We'll make it even better. Your personal, selfish vantage point preferences. All consciousness has a vantage point, even if it's a one-celled organism. All consciousness has vantage point, and all consciousness is perceiving. All consciousness is having experience. And the experience is understood by the consciousness who is having it. And so you knew that as you came into an environment where even as an infant you would perceive, you knew that out of that perception would come your selfish point of view, your selfish request for something even better, something even better, something more and therefore better, something better, some improvement from where you are. And it is that selfish interest that all consciousness holds that is at the heart of the evolution, just not of your species, but it is at the heart of the evolution of all that exists. It is at the heart of the expansion of that which man calls God. It is at the heart of the expansion of all beingness. And it is at the heart of the eternalness that you and we are all promised. So you made a very clear decision to come forth into the consciousness of contrast. And we want you to remember that you not only made the decision to come forth because you knew there would be value in expansion, you made the decision to come forth because you knew there would be value in the joyous experience within the expansion. In other words, you knew from that vantage point that you cannot stand still. And you knew that the greatest thrill in life is the reaching beyond where you are. And we want to say to you, when you in your physical body reach beyond what is, do you know that this combination of beingness has never been before in all of the universe? That which you are physically and non-physically, and that which we are, as we come together in this small forum, this co-creation will go beyond anything that has ever happened before. And it's not just what's going on in a gathering like this. All over your planet, new co-creative experiences are taking thought beyond that which it has been before. So when that occurs, when knowing what you don't want causes you to clarify what you do want, no matter how important it seems to anyone else, you cannot stop exuding, sending off rockets of improvement, rockets of preference. And when that happens, that's when the expansion of the universe occurs. That's when the vibrational occurrence of creation happens.